Okay, I'm not sure how this is gonna go here, but this is a movie pitch I have for Tom Cruise, and this is something that's mentioned in my memoir that I started 14, 15 years ago. That I had it's mentioned in the memoir that I had a pitch for him for a movie called Father Figure. But I'm just now making a video that I hope he will see. I don't know if somebody that sees this knows how to get this video to him. I like to kind of pretend I'm famous among the famous and that he'll see this. But okay, I don't have this rehearsed. It's just a pitch. I'm gonna try to do it in one take, so it might be weird. But anyways, the movie's called Father Figure, and it's based on a delusion. I have bipolar. It's based on a delusion that I had when I was 26 years old, that Tom Cruise, the actor, the superstar, was in fact my biological father, which of course is not true. But you get these wild delusions. But anyways, it gave me the idea for a movie based on that delusion. So in the movie, there's a girl, just call her Charlie. It's me, when I was 26 years old, who encounters, she somehow pursues, but she's able to meet the Tom Cruise character who is playing himself, the movie star, the celebrity. um and he could be anybody, Tom Jones, whatever his name is, played by anybody, but he's playing this this huge movie action star celebrity that the Charlie character happens to pursue, but encounter somehow. And anyways, I'll just call them Charlie and Tom just for sake of whatever. Um so Tom is immediately like kind of smitten and fascinated by this Charlie character. She's like beautiful and vivacious and smart and funny and blah blah blah. She's just amazing. And so here he is, this big time celebrity, and this some girl off the street who happens to catch him at a red carpet event. I don't know, wherever, however she happens to meet him, knows where he is and seeks him out to meet him. But she makes such an impression on him that they end up at his penthouse, his apartment. They're, they're having a great time. They're talking, everything. And he just finds this girl fascinating and everything. But when he is about to, like kiss her, he likes her. He's attracted to her. When he's about to like kiss her or get affectionate with her, she stops him, and she tells him, and this is what my delusion is, but this is what's going to be in the script. She tells him, you're actually my biological father. And she tells him the story. And this was a delusion I had, that she said, when you were 13 years old, my mother assaulted you and drugged you in a pool hall, a bar in Bangkok, and she milked you of your sperm, impregnated herself, and left you for dead. Anyway, so he immediately realizes the girl's fucking nuts. Duh. I mean, she's fucking crazy. Um, so we kind of sees her out of the apartment without without getting too like accusatory or mean, but he kind of shows her off. Here, I would say a week later, after she's kind of getting crazier and crazier. She has bipolar, she's having a manic episode, she's delusional. And after another week of kind of being out and about and getting crazier on the streets of Hollywood, she ends up getting admitted to a psychiatric hospital, and becoming heavily medicated on bad antipsychotic medications. And that's the reason why I thought Tom Cruise would like this script, because he's a Scientologist, which, you know, I think is just fucking nuts. But they don't believe in those sorts of medications, and I mean, as far as I know, they don't even take aspirin. So I thought this was an important movie for Tom Cruise to address these things. But in the movie, Charlie is admitted to this psychiatric hospital, put on bad medications, you know, gets zombie like weight gain, everything. But this Tom Cruise character, this celebrity, you know, he cares about her, and he's kept tabs with her. He knows where she is. He comes to visit her in the hospital, and you know, she's not crazy anymore, but she is doped up. She's depressed because she's doped up. She's not with it. She's not that same vivacious personality. And he comes to her, and he says, you know, look, I care about you. I want to help you, but I am not your biological father. And he's even got like a fucking DNA test to prove it. He said, when I was 13 years old, I was overseas at the time. I was an army brat. This is true. Tom Cruise was overseas at age 13. He was an army brat. I don't know if he was in Bangkok. He's like, your biological father is Ronald James Spanagle. That's my real father's name, by the way. He's like, you were conceived in Germany, you know, when your parents met in the army during Vietnam, but I was not there at that time. I've never been to Bangkok. I don't know where he was when he was 13. I just know he was an army brat. But anyways, and she is coherent. She believes him. She knows it's true. She knows she has bipolar. She knows she was delusional. But he says to her, he's like, I'm not your father, but I will be your father figure. Like hence the title, the father figure. He said, I'm gonna get you a good lawyer. I'm gonna get you some good treatment. I'm gonna get you off these bad medications. So, anyways, he helps her out. She goes to a good treatment facility. Good medications, not the ones that turn you into a zombie. She ends up, recovering, living happily ever after, and he remains in her life as a father figure. I even had some ideas like, like she ends up getting married, and this Tom Cruise character, this action star, he ends up kind of crashing the wedding on his motorcycle so he can give her away at her wedding, just things like that. He remains in her life as a father figure and helps her out, takes care of her and stuff. But anyways, that was my movie, my work of fiction based on a delusion called Father Figure for Tom Cruise.